I'm pretty boring about it, really. But maybe before we had a kid and stuff. No, even earlier than that. I love girls and stuff, and I like girls liking me, and I used to play the game more. So if someone liked me, I'd go la 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 and get all the way to where you would kiss someone or something, and I would stop. Then I'd go, oh, aren't I a good boy? I've done all the flirting, and then yeah. But I lost interest in that. It's just all bullshit. It's not bullshit, but doing the flirty thing it's disingenuous, and I'm just and there's lots and lots of nice young girls now, and there's too many to flirt with. But no one comes onto me. I'm not saying that. People don't go, come and here's my key. I'm just saying that it doesn't interest me anymore. Your second show at Edinburgh was interesting because you went back there with a huge reputation, and then you got into some trouble for a song called If You Really Love Me. This is, well, there was a brouhaha, and this is Tim's description of it. I was just walking around outside the venue, and this huge black dude came up to me and sort of just started saying, you, I know who fucking you are, and if you use that word tonight, you better watch out, mate. We've got our eye on you or something. Now let's set the scene here. That was the song If You Really Love Me, and that was because you used the N-word, nigger. Can you explain the context in which you used it? Oh yeah, I can play the context, but I can't. I won't do the whole song. Sure. But it's a little bit like If I Didn't Have You. It's about how love is a bit conditional, and it has lines. Well, the verse just goes. I'm trying to work out where to pick it up, but it's got lines like, if you really love me the way you say you do. If you love me half as much as I love you, you would pluck a planet from the sky. You would use a star to dot the I, and I love you. And then it goes through to things like, you'd let me video you while you wee, standing up in the bath. You know, like it gets a bit weird. This particular verse goes, we go together like a cracker and brie, like racism and ignorance, like niggers and R&B. Which is pretty rough, but in the context of this, I actually feel very uncomfortable doing it on your show, because I've chosen to stop doing it. I don't mind doing it because I think I can defend it. However, the verse now goes, we go together like toast and pate, like racism and ignorance, like Jews and hogmanay. Which is kind of funnier and doesn't have any subtext. It's just silly. Why, because you did change it, why did you change it? There's two reasons I stopped doing it. One is because I realised that it's different in England, and I was ignorant of that, and that and I don't feel so strongly about the issue that I want to buck that social convention that you don't use the word. Well, look, it takes somebody who's really thinking about their word to realise that's not the path I want to be on. Let's talk about an area that you are very confident on, that you totally believe in, which is religion. I'm not really outspoken or raging against religious people, but when I'm on stage I talk about what I think about, and I think a lot about people's beliefs. I never got it. It's like I'm lacking the gene that makes people think that stuff. I'm not scared of the stuff we don't know. What about faith? Religion and faith can be different things. Do you look at people with faith who have a strong set of moral principles that guide their life, who believe there's a way to operate? I'm very specific about what I'm saying. In my new show, I'm talking about the church's treatment of homosexuality, which I find abhorrent, and the church's that sort of rather insipid thing that people do where they go, oh, I don't really believe in God, but I think Christian morality, we need a moral compass. And it's just such lazy thinking. Faith has no positive resonance for me. Faith just means I'm going to believe something in the face of all other evidence. I don't know what that means. And a moral code should come from here. It's more valuable when it comes from here. Do you want to... My mum made me promise that I wouldn't make sweeping anti-religious statements on telly because she doesn't want me to get shot. Sure. So can I just say, if there are any religious fundamentalists out there, my mum would be really sad if I got shot. No, they know God's going to strike you down, so you needn't worry about it. Just for doing logic. We're going to have to... We're going to have to... We're going to have to wrap in a minute. The doco about you ends with the birth of your little girl, Violet, who's now 2 years old. Getting there. I'm guessing you write some pretty interesting lullabies for her. Can you give us a little burst of something you've written for Violet? I've got a song called The Christmas Song, which is about going home for Christmas, but it starts as a fairly secular rant. I'll just play you a little bit. I'll go from the second verse. It goes, I don't go in for ancient wisdom. I don't believe just 'cause ideas are tenacious, it means that they're worthy. I get freaked out by churches. Some of the hymns that they sing have nice chords, but the lyrics are dodgy. And yes, I have all of the usual objections to the miseducation of children who in tax-exempt institutions are taught to externalize blame and to feel ashamed and to judge things as plain right or wrong. But I still like the songs. I'm not expecting big presents. The old combination of socks, jocks and chocolates is just fine by me. 'Cause I'll be seeing my dad, my brother and sisters, my gran and my mum. They'll be drinking white wine in the sun. And you, my baby girl, my jet-lagged infant daughter, you'll be handed round the room like a puppy at a primary school. And you won't understand, but you will learn someday that wherever you are and whatever you face, you'll know whatever comes. Your brothers and sisters and me and your mom will be waiting for you in the sun, drinking white wine in the sun. Baby, when Christmas comes, we'll be waiting for you in the sun, waiting. Yeah. There's an ending.